Greenwillow Books, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers and Harper Audio, present Felix Powell, Boy Dog, by Erin Entrada Kelly, performed by Ramon de Ocampo. A note before we begin. Don't forget to download the accompanying enhancement PDF from your audiobook provider. It contains illustrations and interesting animal facts. To Maisie and Marlowe. 1. The Blanket. You might think this blanket that I have is an ordinary blanket. But Felix Powell knows differently. He discovered the blanket at Birdie's thrift shop, where his nan gave him $5 to get anything he wanted. Most 8-year-olds would walk straight to the toys, but Felix isn't most 8-year-olds. He went in the opposite direction. He explored. The blanket was sitting on a haphazard stack of old quilts and comforters. No one had touched the blanket in 14 days. He unfolded it. He spread it out. He studied it from end to end. It was blue. There was a rip on one side, just big enough to poke a finger through. Some of the threads were loose. There was a patch where someone had mended it. It was nothing special, to be honest. But a little voice in Felix's head whispered, "There is something special about this blanket, Felix Powell." You should always pay attention to the little voice in your head. Felix neatly folded the blanket, carried it to his nan, and said, "I'd like to use my $5 to get this, please." Nan raised her eyebrows. "It's summer in Louisiana, and you have plenty of blankets. Why do you need this one?" "Because," said Felix. That was the best he could do. As it turned out, the blanket only cost $1. Felix went exploring again. He bought 1 yo-yo, 2 Amelia Bedelia books, and a charm bracelet for his nan. They were all fine purchases, but none of them were as special as the blanket. That much he knew. 2. Catch it while you can. At home, Felix did research to uncover the mysteries of the blanket. Active research was something scientists did, and he wanted to be a scientist when he grew up. A wildlife biologist, to be exact. A primatologist, to be even more exact. That's a person who studies primates, like chimpanzees and gorillas. For now, though, Felix just wanted to find out what kind of magic lived in his blanket. Because he was pretty sure some did. Felix wore the blanket like a cape, hoping it would make him fly. It didn't. He sat on the blanket, hoping it would give him a lift. It didn't. He draped it over his head, hoping he would turn invisible. He didn't. When none of that worked, he tried something truly desperate. He used the blanket as a blanket. Still, nothing happened. "I have an excellent idea," said his dog, Mary Puppins. Well, she didn't really say it, because Puppins only spoke dog. To any other person, it sounded like this. "Ruff, woof, ruff, ruff, woof, bark." But Felix wasn't any other person, so he understood what Puppins meant. "What's your excellent—"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?